Yes? No? You don't know?
No, no, no.
It's like a storybook, but instead of it being lots of writing, it has cartoons in it as well. It's for people who don't really like to read, but they want to see a story. So they look at like cartoons. They're very famous, and people all over the world read Japanese anime books.
Yes.
So if you get a question about art, okay, you have to know about Japanese anime, but you could shift the subject. You could say, I don't know much about art, but I do like reading Japanese anime books, which are cartoons and drawings.
Mm.
You move it onto a topic that you are familiar with.
Mm. Okay. It is right?
Well, I can't really tell. It looks like it. Yes, I think so. Yeah,
Dragon Ball?
something like that. Yeah, but they have many. They have many. Oh, there's. They have so many topics. It's
Ah,
some of them are about fighting. Some of them are like romance stories. Some of them are history. Some of them are spy stories. It's all sorts of things. It's like a whole genre of storytelling through pictures rather than through a lot of writing. And when I lived in Hong Kong, I used to see a lot of people on the subway reading Japanese anime books. So obviously they didn't want to read literature; they wanted to read comic books.
mm, okay. I see.
So move the topic onto something that you can talk about. That's an example. Maybe you can think of another one. Maybe if they ask you about art, you could say, I don't know much about art, but I am interested in sculpture. And then you could say, in the local parks in my town, they have many sculptures of famous people or famous things or whatever. I don't know, but do to find something that's to do with art that you can talk about.
Yes.
Do you know about?
However, it was part two.
Well, even then, what was the question? Can you remember what the question was?
Mm. What is this? When did you see the artwork first time?
Okay.
Where? How felt?
How did you feel? Yeah. Okay. So in that context, you could talk about animes. That could be the first time that I saw an anime, a Japanese comic book. It's art. It is art, and then you could talk about that, or you could talk about sculptures that you saw. Let's say either in a park or um, if you went to Seoul, there must be some famous places in Seoul where they've got sculptures. Have you seen sculptures? No? You've never seen a sculpture? Come on, you must have done. Unless you walk around with your eyes closed, you must have seen a sculpture.
King. Korean king.
Yeah. So there we are. A sculpture is a piece of art. It's just that it's three-dimensional art instead of two-dimensional art. So sculptures count. So do animes.
Okay.
What about when you were at school? Didn't your um, teachers ever take you to a museum?
Yes.
Okay, and in the museum they must have had art. They must have had paintings.
Yes, but I don't know the name.
That's okay.
Mm,
That doesn't matter. That doesn't unless it's the works of a famous artist, but that's going to be very difficult for a lot of people to answer, not just you. So then you could just tell a total lie. So can you name any famous artist? Can you name one?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Well, there we are. So you could make up a complete story the time that you saw Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa or one of his other paintings or drawings or sketches or something like that. And it doesn't have to be the original. It could be a copy or in a book, or you don't have to be seeing it face to face. It's just like a time that you saw Leonardo da Vinci for the first time. So there we are. You do know about the subject.
Yes.
You've got to be a little bit creative. You can be creative in your interpretation as long as you explain the link between what you're talking about and the topic. I think it's fair enough, because there must be, imagine somebody who's not in a first world country. Imagine somebody taking IELTS in Africa.
Yes.
Okay, when are they have going to have seen an artwork? Very unlikely that they would have seen any artwork.
Yes.
So yeah, you've got to interpret the question and then talk about it. Just make sure you explain why you're talking about the thing that you're talking about. You can do it. Have you got an exam coming up soon? IELTS exam?
Have you?
No, you. I'm asking you.
Yes.
I don't have any IELTS. I can assure you, I don't have an IELTS exam coming up anytime. No.
Next Saturday.
This week? This weekend?
Next
Tomorrow?
next week.
Oh, in a week. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Do you know, one of my students got in touch with me today to
I
say
know.
that who?
But I don't know her name.
Yeah. How do you know?
Um,
Chat room?
yes.
Oh dear. What was she saying about? Was she saying bad things about me in the chat room? I can't read it because it's not in English.
He's Korean.
Yeah. Did she?
She said she got her score a band
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
She studied with you only 2 times.
That's right. And then she got 7. And you know what she then said? She said, "Can I have my money back?"
I have money back. I I don't know about it.
She wanted to have a refund.
Ah.
And I was like, she came to me having got 6.5 twice. After 2 lessons with me, she got 7. And then she said, "Can I have my money back?" Surely the whole point is that she got 7.
Yes.
So I didn't say no. I know it's a story about an engineer, and a large company has a very big complicated machine, and they've called in all the people in the business to try and fix the engine and the machine, and nobody can fix the engine. So in the end, they hear about a very clever, very smart, but old engineer. So they ask him, can he come in and fix the engine after everybody else has looked at it and they've tried and they've failed? So this old man comes in and he takes out a very small hammer and he taps on the machine, and the machine starts up. And they thank him very much, and then he walks away. And then the next day he sends them a bill for $10,000. And the company is very angry because they got a bill for $10,000. And they said, all you did was hit it with a very small hammer. So he said, hitting it with a very small hammer was $2. Knowing where to hit it is $9,998.
Yes. Right. She said she could speak in English fluently. She said she can't speak in English.
Yeah.
However, she can. She get band 7.
The first message that she sent to me, she said, "My English is terrible. Can you help me?" That was her first message to me.
However, although she can't English fluently, she can act pretend.
Oh, really? Yeah.
She can pretend like she can speak English very well. Of facial expression or behavior.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, you've got to learn some of the same things. I keep saying to you, confidence. If you go in there feeling confident and showing that you're confident, it's going to make a big difference. Of course, you've got to be able to keep talking. You've got to talk, but confidence and looking relaxed is a big part of it.
yes. I can't. I think examiner already know. I memorized the sentence of a script. Examiner already know. They already know. I memorized the script. Uh, they when they look my facial expression.
Yeah, but if you went in like now where you're smiling a lot, they wouldn't know. If you just looked like you were so happy to be in there and talking to them, and you were very cheerful, and as obviously you keep on talking, if you're smiling and you look happy and confident, they go, oh, she's very good. If you sit there and you get more and more worried, and you look as if you're going to start crying or something like that, then they think, oh, she's got no confidence at all. So you
However, when I take a test, I don't have any intonation.
Yeah.
I speak flat.
Yeah, and that's certainly a giveaway if you're reciting something that you've learned. You've got to do a little bit of acting and more acting, and use some intonation in there and pauses, and sometimes you speak quickly and sometimes you slow down a little bit and your
Mm,
voice rises and falls, and so that it's more natural.
yes. Okay. I got it.
Right. Okay. I'd like to talk about a street market which I enjoyed visiting. This market is called Jung'ang Traditional Market, which is located in Daejeon. It takes 20 minutes by my car. It takes 20 minutes to get there. To get there. This market is the biggest market in Daejeon. There are various kinds of products, so if I go there, I can buy vegetables, fruits, and clothes once. Why once? What is?
Add once. Add once.
Ah, okay. Uh, Maybe at the same time. I usually visit another market nearby my house. However, I visit this market with my mother when we make kimchi or on a special day, like New Year's Day. Um, or Thanksgiving Day, because we can buy products for a cheap price. In addition, there are a lot of food stalls. I can enjoy my time eating fishball and tteokbokki, which is my favorite food. The food is extremely cheap. We can eat fully with only $3. So I'm a big fan of this market. When I was 8 years old, my grandmother always took me to the market. It is a very warm childhood memory. So if I go there, I can remember my childhood. I really love this market. Okay, I don't think I've heard you. Have I heard you talk about this? I don't think so. I think that's just you've written the story,
Yeah.
but I haven't heard you talk your way through it, have I?
Uh, no.
No. Right.
I I said
You said it before.
yes.
When? Before you went
Last
to Before you went to Seoul.
yes.
Oh, did you? Okay. Maybe that's why I've forgotten it, because it was more than a week ago.
But
Okay, well,
however, I added some content.
okay, all right. Well, it's good. It's a good story. It's probably about the right length. Not much wrong with it. A couple of things that you've left out, particularly a special day or a cheap price, or your articles. But apart from that, it's very good. So is this one that you've done before about a market? No? Okay, that's good. Okay, let's look at the part 3 questions. So, do people in your country enjoy going to open air markets that sell things like food or clothes or old object? Which type of market is more popular and why? Yes, Korean people like to go to open air markets, especially Dongmyo is most popular, is most popular, is one of the most popular. The most popular open air markets. There are various kinds of products like used clothes, shoes, and antiques. It is extremely crowded by many people. Okay, so where's Dongmyo then? That's not one you were talking about just now, is it? That's another one.
In Seoul.
Ah, okay. Right. Did you go there? No, you didn't have time to go there when you went up to Seoul?
Yes, I have gone there. I have been to there.
You have?
Yes.
When?
Last year in November.
Oh, okay. And what did you buy?
I bought a used coat with $20.
Okay. Right. Right. Do you think markets are more suitable places for selling certain types of things? Yes, I think so. Markets are suitable places to sell products like used clothes, fake products, street food, fruits, or vegetables. On the other hand, if we go to a shop, we can buy 100% genuine products like smartphones or luxury bags. Talking of smartphones, what has happened to Samsung with their folding phone? It's a bit of a disaster, isn't it? Have you heard about that? Have you read about it?
Yes.
Ah,
However, it is not a Samsung company fault.
isn't it?
User, it was user fault.
Ah,
He uncovered the screen film.
right.
Samsung company say that you have to cover the protect film, how it apply the protect film. However, he off.
Right. Took it off, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, but I thought I read somewhere that it wasn't just one phone that had failed, that they'd issued many phones to reviewers, the people who write the reviews in the magazines and the newspapers, and I read that there was several phones that had actually failed, not just one.
Mm,
It's a shame because if I was to trade up from my very cheap uh, Chinese copy phone, then I would like to have a Samsung phone. But what I read was that this is the second time now in maybe in 2 years that Samsung has had problems with their phones. Before it was the batteries, I think, wasn't it, that were exploding or something, or catching fire. So I think it's going to damage their reputation
yes.
as being one of the leading phone. I mean, because at the moment the top phone or the most desirable phone for most people is an iPhone, and I think the next most desirable is a Samsung. But I think Samsung's going to slip down the charts.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think young people feel the same about shopping at markets as older people? No, I don't think so. Most young people like to go to A department store. And they are big fans of modern design facilities. On the other hand, old people are fond of traditional markets. Don't forget your S's on when you're talking generally about something.
Yes.
Then it's normally in the plural. Okay, this is because they like antiques and can remember their childhood by visiting a market or the market. A market. Right, what do you think are the advantages of buying things from shops rather than markets? There are some advantages of buying to buying. There are advantages to buying things from shops. First of all, we can buy 100% genuine products, and they give warranty as well as having service. So when people buy electronic devices, or expensive products, they prefer to buy them at the shop. Okay, how does advertising influence what people choose to buy? First, advertisements inform people of products. It brands new products like cars, or phones. When you say it brands, you're using brands as a verb there, which I don't know. Branding, it doesn't make sense in that. So it brands new products like cars. The word I would use, if you're talking about new products, I wouldn't say brands, I would say launches. You know, like you launch a ship,
Yes.
yeah, or launch an aircraft. Launches, I would say. Right. In other words, people can get information about new products through the advertisement. On the other hand, continue advertisement reminds. Okay, continuing advertisements remind people to buy products like shampoo or toothpaste. Okay. Do you think that any recent changes in the way people live have affected general shopping habits? In the past, when we buy something, we always go to markets or shops and we pay for them using only cash. However, as technology has developed, we can buy everything online using cash or credit card. We can even make price comparison before buying something. Some of your answers are very good.
However, I can't answer like this.
Where did these answers come from?
From you and my brain.
So this is from when we talked about it before. Oh, did you have a video of that one? Did you watch the video?
Yes, when I forget the answer, if I can remember where I write my note, I don't replay. However, I can't remember it. I watch again.
Okay, yeah. You know that I wouldn't worry about it because the longer we have these conversations about the IELTS topics, when we talk backwards and forwards about it, it is sinking into your head. You are remembering this stuff. of course, when we see questions like this for the first time about an open air market, it's going to be difficult the first time that you see it, and then to remember it straight afterwards is going to be difficult. But if it came up again, now that we've talked about it once, or either you've answered the questions, we've talked them over, you've written the answers, and I've reviewed your written answers, so that's 4 times now that we've been through the topic. So some of it is bound to be now stuck inside your head. So
Yes.
if it came up in an IELTS exam, you wouldn't have no idea, you would have some ideas. This is how it'll work, you know. And it's going to be like, another of my students has got her exam on Sunday, and she's panicking about it. She's very nervous about it. And I said, look, there's no point at all in getting nervous, because you can't control the questions that you're going to get. If you're lucky, you'll get a topic that you're familiar with, in which case you'll get 7. If a topic comes up that you're not familiar with, you might get 6.5 or 6, but that's not there's nothing you can do about it. If it's a topic you're not familiar with, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So there's no point in worrying about it. But if it's a topic that we've covered, you should have a lot more confidence in tackling the topics. You've got to go in with a you've got to go in with some confidence. And if it's not your topic, what can you do? There's nothing you can do about it. So there's no point getting stressed, is there?
Yes. Okay.
All right. So let's keep on plowing on. So what about this? This is, describe something that you did that was new or exciting. I don't think you've talked about this, have you? Oh, yes, you did. Snowboarding. I remember that.
Yes.
Ah, yes, I do remember that one. Okay, right. Okay. I'd like to talk about something I did that was exciting when I was 20 years old. I learned how to ride a snowboard. I went to the Duksan resort with my friends Ji Hun and Hoi Jong. It was my first experience, so I was very nervous but excited before I went there. I prepared some, gear is collective, like goggles, mask, and boarding uniforms. When we arrived there, we took a lift to the top of the mountain during lifting.
Oh, while lifting?
No, well, yeah, I wouldn't say lifting though. During the lift journey, I would say.
Lift journey.
I couldn't open my eyes because acrophobia. Are you sure it's acrophobia?
Yes.
Not vertigo?
Vertigo?
Is it a fear of heights or open space?
Yes, fear of height.
Ah, that's vertigo. Funnily enough, I was talking to one of my other students about an hour or two ago about vertigo, because I think she said the same thing.
Acrophobia is wrong?
Yeah. Acrophobia, as far as I know, is a fear of open spaces.
Oh.
Let's check.
Oh, when I use translator, it said to me. Hypophobia.
Ah, it says here heights. My goodness. Acrophobia. I always thought that was a fear of open spaces. So I thought, well, okay, well, in that case, I'm wrong. What's vertigo?
Agoraphobia.
Yeah.
You said agoraphobia.
Well, yeah, actually it is. Yeah. Okay, so vertigo, a sensation of whirling and loss of balance associated particularly with looking down from a great height. Okay. Well, most people, common usage in the UK, people would say that they have a fear of heights, and they'd call that vertigo.
Vertigo.
Yeah.
Vertigo phobia.
No, just vertigo.
Ah,
Just vertigo.
vertigo.
Yeah.
Vertigo. Okay.
Mm.
Have a vertigo.
Okay, so I'm wrong. It doesn't happen often, but occasionally it happens. Vertigo or acrophobia.
Yes.
Right. After we arrived at the top of the mountain, we learned how to wear boarding shoes, how to stand in the snow, and how to go down with good balance, not a good balance. I had to stretch my arms and bare my leg to support myself. What do you mean bare your leg? Brace. Brace, I think, isn't it? How many legs have you got?
How many? Two.
Oh. So what were you doing with the other one?
Two. It's
Yeah. Yeah, but you said to brace my leg, and it's as
legs.
if your second leg was doing something else. So it should be legs. Brace my legs.
Okay.
To support myself. It was very difficult for me. However, I didn't lose hope nor give up. Good attitude. Good attitude. After many attempts, I could ride the snowboard by myself.
Brace my legs.
It was very thrilling and fun. It was very exciting. If I have a chance, I want to go there again. All right. Again, it's very good. Apart from the fact you like to leave out your articles. But apart from that, very good. Okay, why do some people like doing new things? In my opinion, I guess that there are a number of factors involved. First of all, the main cause might be the fact that when they feel interested in something, they try to do new things. It is part of human nature. And secondly, people like new things because it is not boring. They are curious about. They are curious about new things like new friends or new products. Okay, good answer. What happens? What happens? What problems can people have when they try new activities for the first time? I guess there are various problems. I think the main problem is that it is dangerous when we try activities for the new time. For example, I remember the first time when I drove my car. At that time, I didn't know how to drive completely. I wasn't good at it. Okay. Do you think it's best to do new things on your own or with other people? I think it depends on individuals. If people learn same thing, ways to do is different. I don't understand that.
People learn when people learn same thing. However, method is different.
When people learn, well, when you say learn, is that on their own? When people learn to do the same thing, what, on their own? Oh, no, this is with other people. Okay, so when people learn the same thing, ways to do is different.
Ways to run.
When people learn the same thing. Ways to do is different. That's the bit I don't understand. Yeah, well, okay, the methods to do is different, but if they're learning the same thing, why would it be okay? Let's have a look at your example. For example, if some people learn English, they can go to the academy and learn with other people and teacher. On the other hand, other people learn English by themselves at home using YouTube. Okay, but okay. I see. Learn with others. When you say learn with other people, you mean other students. And a teacher. Okay, I think it just needs a little bit of extra explanation. Some people find it easier in a class while others can concentrate home. I think that's what you're. I think that summarizes what you've said before.
So, if you found this IELTS class useful, informative, or entertaining, please give it a like, subscribe, and share with other people who you think might benefit from these live IELTS class videos using actual examination topics. Most of the students participating in these classes are now living their dream in English-speaking countries around the world. If you want classes with me, you can contact me on X, LinkedIn, MS Teams, or Viber. Details are given in the description below or on the About page for this channel. Thank you.